Down at field level here at M&T Bank Stadium, 2019 CAA Football Media Day Live. Bobby Broyles and Brandon Noble here. And last but not least, the New Hampshire Wildcats joining us on set. Coach Sean McDonald. We also have Pop Lacey and running back Evan Gray. Gentlemen, I know it's been a while. We haven't had you. You've been able to do everything else but this set. How has Media Day treated you so far? Yeah?
It's honestly awesome. It's a good time just going around with everybody else on the, around the CAA, just getting to know them. Yeah. Just mess around, get a little competitive in the social room,
that's what we heard from
fun.
you on. We heard you guys got beat in some trivia. Is that true?
Honestly, we were listening to the speech, and one of the people, whoever gave the speech, they told us there was 3 teams, and apparently it was 4 or 5.
3 teams with
3.
Coach changes.
Exactly, it was 3 teams with coach changes. That's what they said in the little interview, and it happened to be 4 or 5.
So you were giving false information.
We were giving false information. I was paying attention, but I was listening to the wrong.
Bobby, this is what we go through all the time with this. I mean, listening skills are a major problem.
We were dominating the entire time. We were dominating the entire
time until the last couple questions. We were winning. We were winning,
guys.
Well, Coach, New Hampshire, obviously with the incredible mark, 14 straight FCS playoff appearances coming to an end last year. Has that been a motivational factor for your team, or is it more just, you know what, we're just going to throw away last year?
No, we're not going to throw it away. And I think it was great today to have Timmy Hightower talking about legacy. Yep. And you're sitting in the room and you want to hope that these guys absorb it. I'm hoping it's on tape so I can just put it up on the video. One of the first meetings to talk about, guys, what's our legacy and what's our senior class's legacy going to be? And it was disappointing. And the Monday after the last game, the Rhode Island tough loss, Rhode Island, you're in that locker room, and we usually been preparing, talking about who we're going to play, what we're going to do, Thanksgiving, all that stuff, and we were putting our equipment away. And I thought our guys did a great job after that week. We talked coming back after that week, let's put it to rest and let's go to work, and that's what we've done ever since Thanksgiving Day.
What has the locker room been like? I mean, you just kind of take a little deeper dive into that. What's spring been like? Was it really competitive? Did you have to push them? Did they push themselves? Talk a little bit about what the offseason's been like.
Well, I'll tell you what, the offseason started in January with a meeting of the what I consider the team council. And we sat in the room and I asked them what they want to do. And they had a lot of great ideas. And I told them, okay, I'm going to put some of these things into effect, but this is going to be a lend-lease program. You guys do what you need to do with the locker room, get these guys going, get them back to my standards, our standards, and then, I'll give the thing. And so it was great. We had some competitions that, enabled these guys to win Chipotle dinners and stuff. And Fridays became a great day. When they won, it was great.
Right,
when they lost, hot dogs and beans.
Nice.
But it was good. And you need to do things, I think, as a coach and as a program, and particularly as players, to look inside yourself and what you got to do better. And it started from me and it drifted down to our seniors, and I'm excited where we're at right now.
Bob, obviously, despite the tough season, this defense was very strong last year, was up near the league in many statistical categories. What can this unit take from last year as you guys get ready for 2019?
Honestly, playing hard and doing our job. Our job is to get off the field, give the offense back the ball constantly, and that's all. That's the only thing that we can do, and put the ball in the offense's hands, let them do what they do best, and that's score and put points on the board. And for us, that's pretty much our motto. We're going to do what we need to do, and we're going to give the ball back to the offense, and hopefully they're going to do what they're going to do, and we have a bunch of confidence in them, and we've been instilling that confidence in them since, like you said, since the first week of that first meeting with the team council. We've been instilling that in our players, and we've been instilling that in our defense and our offense.
Evan, talk a little bit about what's gone on from the players' perspective. Everybody sees Saturday, right? What you guys have done since January, since the end of the season. What have you guys really done the last couple of months, to come together as a team and make sure that the same things don't happen?
Well, going back to what Coach Mack said, we wanted the team to be player-driven, so every time we're sitting there doing workouts, mat drills, I try to tell people, act like you want to be here, try to motivate. We got to a low point last year. We don't want to go back to that. So from this month's that in the summer, we got people here working out. We're just trying to motivate each other. And like what Pop said, the defense motivates us, and we're trying to motivate them. So we just got to produce more, and I feel like we're really going to try to work on that this coming season.
There's a lot of experience returning on that side of the ball, the offensive side of the ball, but you do have to replace quarterback Trevor Knight, What has that quarterback position battle been like so far, and what are you looking for out of the offense?
It's been great, to be honest with you. I think there's 3 kids that have separated themselves in a lot of different ways. Tommy Harrion, Max Brosmer, and Brett Edwards. And I think the other 2 guys, Ivan and Hetty, are good football players. It's going to take us 20 practices to figure out who the next guy is.
Yep.
And for me, that's great.
Yep.
And I don't know how everybody else, they're all, oh, Coach, how are you going to do that? I'm so excited because the guy that's going to separate himself and going to lead our team better have his A game every day when he's coming to work.
Yep.
Because the expectations of him, and the rest of the guys are going to be huge for that kid to go. Now, not pressure, but the expectations, because I think we got enough weapons around on the offensive side of the ball, and plus our offensive line is a little deeper than we've been in a little while. All those things will take care of itself, but it's going to take some while to figure out who that guy is. And we know, as I've always said, you got to put them in the hot water to find out how they're going to taste. And this fall camp is going to be the most interesting tea we're going to drink in a long time.
You guys are that hot water, right? You're the first hot water to put them in.
We're definitely the first hot water.
What are you seeing from the quarterback position right now?
Honestly, we're seeing a lot of confidence from our young guy stepping up, and also Tommy. He finished off the game against Rhode Island very strong. He was throwing the ball with a lot of confidence, and honestly, just bringing that into spring ball and into the summer. We have about 60 guys up right now for the summer, which is unlike anything for us. And right now, we're a player-driven team, as Evan said and as Coach Mack said. Right now, we're making sure we're holding each other accountable, and we're making sure that we're going to be able to control our own destiny. That's what we want to do, and that's pretty much how we want to make our statement, make our mark.
Pop, you've enjoyed quite a successful career at New Hampshire. Been a big playmaker on this defense. A lot of a good handful of interceptions and creating turnovers. What are you looking to accomplish here in your last season with the Wildcats?
Honestly, I want to get a CAA championship first and foremost. I want to win the musket back, go 3 for 4. Instead of finishing 500, I want to finish at least 75%. You know what I mean? So
you and degree, bro. I tell you about it, baby.
And also, number 1 goal is to be a graduate, as Coach Mack says. So definitely want to be a graduate, and he's also helped me a lot to graduate early in December as well, and to also just motivate my team and leave a legacy that somebody's going to remember, and all the young guys are going to remember. Oh, Pop Lacey did this when he was here, and honestly, I feel like I should do this because his career turned out well while he did this. So honestly, just leave a legacy and let players know and let people know that hard work is really going to pay off, and things may not always go your way. Certain things will happen to you, injuries, setbacks, failures, everything like that. But as long as you keep your head down and you keep driving and you keep going, things are going to work out in your way in the end.
Evan, all right, here's the toughest question of the day you're going to get. All right, you ready? So I am hungry. All right, it's lunchtime. I haven't eaten. I've been up since about 4 o'clock. I hated camp. All right, what's your kind of comfort food, go-to meal during camp that gets a little smile on your face, kind of gets the day done, or maybe gets the day started?
In the morning, nothing really gets me going. Like I usually try not to eat before practice, but
some issues with that.
and I've had issues with that. But I would definitely say probably like after like around dinner, some stir fry from the dining hall. Get some chicken, some shrimp, some pineapples.
Got great
some
dining
lettuce,
service there,
some,
and the stir fry
some brown
is just
rice,
a big top it down.
some General Cho's sauce.
Nice. So
It's got a list.
you got a list. I like it. What about you?
Honestly, I'd have to go with the stir fry too. The stir fry is amazing. I get some chicken, shrimp, put some peppers, onions, some greens in there, and honestly, that's the go-to because you can really never go wrong with the stir fry. And the ladies at the stir fry station, they love us anyway. And so I mean, they hook us up regardless.
They know us by heart, like by name,
and
number.
everything.
Yep.
So they hook us up when we go there.
Now, you were nodding your head in agreement with the stir fry. Is that what the coaches are eating too? Or
Well, we got a couple coaches that ain't eating stir fry. I'll tell you that. Coach Miller's not a stir fry guy.
Nah, Coach Miller's everything on the dining
If
hall.
he's seeing this,
I
he's
love you,
working
Miller.
hard and get it to it. He better get to the stir fry. It's a fun atmosphere in camp in a lot of ways. We do a couple things to make the guys some team bonding things, and the kids do a nice job in the dining hall. But again, what they said is what makes I think New Hampshire so unique is the people that are in that place, that are the workers there, that are the cooks. They take great care of our kids, but our kids are very responsible for that.
Coach, 10 of the 12 CAA teams have been to the playoffs in the past 4 years,
Yep.
which is incredible from one conference. And obviously a team that's been to the playoffs many times you have. What does it mean to see a stat like that? And what does it say about the league? And how are you able to use that in your, talking with the team, getting them ready from week to week and recruiting and in many aspects?
You got to look at it, and I try to explain to these guys that it's in my mind, 8 to 10 1-week seasons, and and playing this Division I game, everybody's all around, people, alumni talking about that. That game is here, there, and gone.
Yep.
That doesn't mean anything to us. You win it, obviously it's great. You lose it, it should. And just like again, Timmy Hightower hit so many good topics. 24 hours, let it go, man, because that next one is so huge. And the games that you're playing in September and October are going to get you to November 1st, and then you look up and say, where are we? And last year we weren't there. This year we're going to be there. So as we look at it, how do we get through and navigate those things? And the league sets you up for what happens after Thanksgiving. When you play teams, you go on the road to a Central Arkansas and win a game. You go on the road to McNeese and you win a game.
Yep.
You go to Southeast Louisiana. The only place none of us have won at is North Dakota State. And nobody's winning there. And so, but those are the things you got to look at as a team and as a coach on how you're preparing what you're doing.
Yep. Well, we wish you guys all the best of luck here in 2019.
Thank
and
you. Appreciate
trip
it.
back to the playoffs, hopefully in your future. And once again,